Good evening, guys. It's Rush. Got another video here for you. So, for all my users and subscribers, people check out my video more than once. Thank you very much. If you're new to the channel too, and you're just happen to be interested in this topic, won't waste your time. I'll get right to it. So basically, I think Kickstarter is fucking dead in the water. And by that, I mean, I think anybody that was kind of on the fence about contributing to a Kickstarter, you know, these crowd-funded projects, whether it be movies such as the Veronica Mars movie, or games, because, you know, there's a lot of games on Kickstarter that are crowd-funded. You know that the guy who created Mega Man has got a game coming out, Mighty Number 9, and it did meet its goals and its stretch goals, so it will be coming to next-gen consoles, so it will be available on Xbox One along with all other platforms in June, unless it gets pushed back. What little I've seen of the game is very impressive. There's a couple things to keep in mind about Kickstarter. I mean, you're forewarned before you do it. You got to keep in mind there's no guarantee, so you are taking a risk. The shitty thing about it is the fact that people that are, you know, making the Kickstarter are really not taking the risk. I mean, whereas like you know how a lot of developers and companies, they all started with somebody taking out a business loan or a personal loan or whatever it may be to you know, go after what they're trying to do. You know, I want to start a restaurant, I want to do this, I want to make this movie, I want to, you know, do an indie flick or an indie game, whatever the case may be. Is they go but with Kickstarter there's no risk. You just basically have to convince the audience that, hey, I got this game, I got this idea, I need this much money, and if it doesn't pan out, they're under no obligation to come out and pay you back or make good on what they promised. You know, I believe Project Morpheus was the one that was bought by Apple, or something along the lines of that. One of those VR headset type deals. You know, that was crowd-funded, right? So the people who founded that, you know, the company, they got, they sold for billions of dollars, you know, so the people that, you know, kickstarted it, see any of that money? Fuck, they didn't, definitely not. So over here, this company called Yogcast, right, they're a YouTube channel with over 7 million subscribers, do Minecraft videos along with other things and whatnot, and I've never heard of them before. I mean, I'm not deep into the gaming YouTube thing. I have my little channel, and there's like probably a half dozen to a dozen of channels I watch. So there's probably tons out there that I've never even heard of.
No time to explore any.
This is one of them. They had a game coming out called Yogcast, which is basically their, you know, with their characters and their support. Nonetheless, they had 13,000 plus people contribute to this. Their game, Yogcast, right? And $567,000, which is more than they needed. You know, they got that, and they squandered the money because the game got canceled. Can you imagine if you were really excited for that game, you gave a few $100s, and they just canceled it? And here's a really important quote that they said: although they're under no obligation to do anything, basically, you know, which is pretty fucked up. But unfortunately, it's the truth. Sad but true. It really is. They're going to make good at it. They're trying to get the customers through something. I believe they're going to have some data keys in another game I've never heard of. So, I mean, the fact that they're trying to do something is better than nothing, but it's still shady business. $500,000 plus disappears. Honestly, if I was a fan of that website and I wanted them to make the game and I contributed it and over $500,000 disappeared, I'd be pretty fucking pissed off. And I think everybody that did contribute has a right to be pissed. And I think anybody on the fence of Kickstarter that now sees this has every right to not want to drop a dime back. Have I ever dropped any money in a Kickstarter? No. And I think it'd have to be a really rare thing for me to want to do that. I think this is extremely shady, and I think it's going to kick Kickstarter right in the fucking face, and it's going to have to take a real big thing for Kickstarter to turn around and not look shady in the future. Anyways, guys, that's my take, my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter. Everyone have a great week.